G'day guys, Gordon here with Guardians of Freedom. Just want to do a really quick video about the Indian travel ban and the whole crazy scenario in India, resulting in our government here in Australia putting a travel ban on people coming back from India. Went so far as to threaten jail time and big fines. Jail time. Okay, I really want to emphasize that, and I'm going to explain what that's really about. Now, that went to court, and when it went to court, the courts upheld that essentially the government, under the Biosecurity Act, are within their rights, and that the Biosecurity Act takes precedent over the regular laws and constitution and rights, etc. And in a nutshell, what that was simply about was to create the precedent that the Biosecurity Act has priority. The Biosecurity Act will override all of these laws that have been in place for numerous years, and it's setting the precedent that the Biosecurity Act can overtake and override any and all laws, and public health safety will be underpinned behind that. Okay, why is that important? Why did they do that? Really what it does, it sets up the roadmap down the track that the Biosecurity Act can be used to override any laws they need to. And we've been telling people this for a year, more than a year. Your so-called laws and rights and common law and everything else will be overridden by the Biosecurity Act. And we had a few nuffs out there saying that the Biosecurity Act is there to protect us. I would probably suggest those people go back to school and learn to read. I'm not sure how they made it to law school. The Biosecurity Act does not protect us. The Biosecurity Act, and I'm talking to people in the freedom movement, maybe some of the nuff sheeps out there believe it's there to protect us. The Biosecurity Act does not provide any protections for anyone. What it does is it essentially gives power to the Chief Health Officer to do just about anything. Just about anything. Now, the Biosecurity Act can allow people to be forced on any medical procedure that is deemed necessary for public health. The Biosecurity Act allows people to be taken from their homes and put into any facility as required for public health. That is what the Indian saga was about, with banning travellers from coming back and threatening them with jail time. So that is key, threatening jail time. Okay, and it was upheld by the courts. So that's what it's about. It is setting up the precedent to allow the Biosecurity Act to take priority and to basically override any laws, rights, etc. That was the game plan behind the whole little saga that our shifty government put together there. Ran for about 2 weeks, and then Indian travellers came back. And that's all it was about, is let's create that precedent. Let's get it in the public mind. Let's get it out there in the public. The Biosecurity Act, the public health safety measures take priority, and it's now precedent. We've been telling people this for a year. So ultimately, we've got to start getting serious, guys. And we've had this action plan in place for more than a year. A lot of people aren't ready for it. They're still living in some kind of fantasy world where they think their laws and the rights are going to hold true for them. I'll put a whole nother video out about the wishful thinking on rights and laws and etc. That's not how tyranny works. That's not how oppression works. They don't care about laws. Real quick example, slaves taken. I'll use Africa as a recent example. Taken from Africa, I'm pretty damn sure they considered themselves sovereign. Okay, that's not how oppression works. I'm pretty damn sure they didn't consider them part of that system, consider themselves part of that system. Okay guys, I just wanted to make this one real snappy. Alright, now just check out our group if you're interested in what we're doing. We've got an action plan. We have a plan A and a plan B. Plan A is essentially to put a stop to this insane new world order before it has its grip. Plan B is what we can do as people together, creating support networks across the country, across the world, and support networks on realistic plans on how we can support each other to keep safe and survive if we're not able to put a stop to it. If you're interested, check us out on MeWe, Guardians of Freedom. Check us out on Facebook, Guardians of Freedom. We've got the local branches coming up everywhere now throughout this country, Australia, throughout the world. So if you're from another country, feel free, get in touch. We've probably got a branch there. If we don't, let's get one started. If you like what we're putting out here on these videos, hit us up with some comments, some likes, subscribe, and if you've got some questions and if you disagree, feel free to put it in the comments. More than happy to get to it. Take care out there, guys. We'll catch up with you guys soon. And don't forget, we've got our video conference that we're going to be holding fortnightly from here on. Have a look at that on our Facebook page. Catch you later, guys.